Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to Frame and Feeling. I hope you are doing well and staying cool because honestly, these summers are something else entirely. Pakistan is absolutely burning right now, and I think the rest of the world is not doing much better either. I am sitting here with a cold glass of water next to me and 3 episodes of Shedai to talk about. Yes, 3 episodes. So let us not waste a single second and get straight into it because episodes 11, 12, and 13 of my favorite drama Shedai gave me a lot to feel and a lot to say. Episode 11 opens with a daydream sequence where Ali imagines what would happen if he told Miral the truth about himself. She slaps him and throws him out. And look, I understand the intention behind this moment, but I have to be very honest. This trick is used in almost every Pakistani drama and every other Indian series on the planet. It is overused, it is expected, and more importantly, it does not belong in Shedai. This drama has its own distinct vibe, its own gentle cinematic language, and adding this kind of sequence pulls you completely out of that world and reminds you that you are watching something very ordinary. It let down the essence of everything this drama has built. That said, the moment Ali wakes up from his daydream and the actual conversation between him and Miral begins, everything is restored beautifully. Ali comparing himself to the moon, the garden setting, the nighttime atmosphere, Feroz Khan looking absolutely gorgeous, and Seher Hashmi glowing. It was all so good. The daydream was unnecessary. Everything around it was wonderful. Now, let me talk about the sequence that genuinely moved me in episode 11, Miral's parents. Both veteran actors did such a quietly beautiful job in this sequence. Their car conversation, their restaurant scene, the visible love and maturity between them. It was all written and performed with such genuine care. The writer did not overlook their dialogues or their presence, and it showed in every single frame. And then the accident scene, Tawseek Haider and Zainab Kajum have absolutely nailed it. And then came the accident scene. Oh my goodness. The blurred shots, the way it was filmed, it almost made me cry. It was shot so beautifully and so painfully, frame exactly aligned with the feeling. And then Miral finds out about her parents' accident, the way this was shot, Seher Hashmi's reaction, Ali going with her immediately. Everything about this sequence was so well executed that I was completely absorbed. There was a moment here where Ali was about to tell Miral the truth about himself, and then the call came and everything changed. And look, I understand the dramatic function of this moment, but I have to say it. Why? Why must our writers always choose the most expected, most predictable interruption? If Ali had been able to tell her the truth right there, so many genuinely beautiful and fresh situations could have been created from that point forward. The relationship could have evolved in a completely different direction, but instead the writer chose the familiar delay. I wish they had been braver here. That said, Seher Hashmi in the hospital sequence was extraordinary. She went to her mother, she learned about her father's death, her pain, her body language, her face. She surprised me completely. She did so well that I genuinely had tears in my eyes. Now, Feroz Khan in this specific sequence. When Miral was looking at her father, I have to be honest and say that his performance was ordinary here. A hand over his mouth and a static expression that did not tell me what Ali was feeling. He is such a gifted actor and he should not have overlooked this moment. Seher Hashmi carried the sequence on her own and she carried it with everything she had. Seher Hashmi, you are truly something. This was the most emotional episode of Shedai so far and you made me cry. You genuinely made me cry. Now let me talk about Bushra Ansari's character, Ali's Dadi. And I want to be very clear that the problem here is not Bushra Ansari's performance. She is doing her job. The problem is what the writer has written for her. What kind of woman is this? Her daughter, he just lost her husband. Miral's mother is devastated and Dadi is feeling absolutely nothing for them. She is not weeping, she is not grieving, she is not feeling a single thing for the daughter she abandoned 25 years ago. She went to Miral's home and she went for Ali, not for her daughter, not for her grandchild's grief, for Ali. What kind of example of strength or womanhood is this to put on screen? This is a completely false, completely senseless character who is just blindly fulfilling a promise she made to an egoistic son who did not deserve that loyalty. And now she is sitting there looking at Ali's pain and her own pain, and zero, absolutely zero for Miral or Miral's mother. The writer should have shown at least one genuine first reaction from her, one moment of humanity toward her own daughter, but there was nothing. 0 out of 10. Frame did not align with the feeling. And then she decides to send Ali abroad. What kind of planning is this? What is she thinking? What kind of villainous behavior is this? I genuinely cannot accept this. It is completely senseless and I am genuinely frustrated. But then Ali takes Miral home after her father's funeral and oh my goodness. They are in the garden together and I had tears in my eyes all over again. Seher Hashmi without makeup looked so genuinely beautiful, so raw, so real. Her pain was quite visible. Her dialogues in this scene were written so well, performed so honestly, and how Ali silently felt every single thing she was going through, standing beside her without words, without much noise, just being there. The direction, the setting, the writing, the performances, 10 out of 10. I love both of them. I love this couple. Seher Hashmi, you are amazing. Absolutely amazing. Frame exactly aligned with the feeling. The scene where Miral and her mother are at home receiving condolence visitors and Seher Hashmi is in the kitchen making tea. Oh my goodness. She was trying so hard to be normal, to hold herself together, to appear composed. But her pain was written all over her body language, her hands, her face, every single movement she made. She cried so honestly, so quietly, so devastatingly. It was some of the finest acting she has delivered in this entire drama. I was completely moved. But then a new character walks in, the son of her father's friend, and I knew immediately what this meant. And I hated it, absolutely hated it, because this is so conventional, so predictable, and it is honestly a fluff. So typical of Pakistani drama writers to introduce a third person to create a love triangle when the story of Ali and Miral alone is rich enough and deep enough to sustain this entire drama. You do not need this. You do not need to threaten the relationship with another man at the exact moment of her father's death. This is lazy writing and it is going to drag the drama into territory that frankly disrespects everything these 3 episodes build so beautifully. I genuinely hope I am wrong, but our drama writers have a long history of proving me right in exactly these situations. And then comes a scene that completely healed my heart. Ali comes to Miral. He calls her from downstairs. She comes down and their conversation so deep, so emotional, so layered that I was completely hooked. Miral, who was so fiercely independent, so strong, so self-sufficient, looks at Ali and says, I can't handle the office without you. And I felt the weight of those words in my chest. Because this is not weakness. This is a girl whose strength was her father, and now her father is gone, and the only warmth she has left is Ali and her mother. Feroz Khan in this scene was exceptional. The way he looked at her, the way he listened, the way he walked away while she watched him go, frame exactly aligned with the feeling. And then Miral breaks down in the office. She cries from anxiety, from grief, from the realization that her father was her strength and now that strength is gone. She comes down to the floor and Seher Hashmi, I have said it before and I will say it again. You must continue to do roles like this. decent, real, emotionally honest roles that give you space to show what you are capable of. The office setting is beautiful, fresh, so well shot. And when she goes to the rooftop and calls Ali, and he holds her together from the other end of the phone, the relationship evolved so naturally and so deeply in this single sequence that I was completely in awe. Both actors did amazing work here, frame exactly aligned with the feeling. And finally, I need to sit down with the casting team of this drama and have a very serious conversation. Zainab Qayyum is playing Bushra Ansari's daughter. And I am sorry, but this casting does not work. She was not looking like Bushra Ansari's daughter at all. And the scene where Bushra Ansari goes to Miral's home and Zainab Qayyum keeps calling out Mama, 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 Mama to Bushra Ansari, I was genuinely laughing, and I was not supposed to be laughing. The emotional weight of that reunion was completely lost because neither the casting nor the chemistry between them felt believable for even a single moment. And another thing, people in Pakistan in 90s did not call their mothers mama. She should have said ammi. Calling her mama, mama, mama repeatedly felt so out of place for the era. The casting team has wasted the hard work of the entire production, the makeup artists, the director, the lighting team, every single person who put energy into that sequence. Please think more carefully about casting decisions. They matter more than you seem to realize. So where do episodes 11, 12 and 13 of Shedai land overall? These three episodes were the most emotionally powerful this drama has delivered so well, and the credit for that belongs almost entirely to Seher Hashmi, who gave performances across these episodes that genuinely made me cry. The accident sequence, the hospital, the kitchen, the office breakdown, she carried all of it on her back with extraordinary grace, and I am so glad this drama is giving her space to shine. The Ali and Miral scenes in the garden and the rooftop phone call were 10 out of 10 writing and direction by Saklan Abbas and Ali Faizan. But there were real problems that cannot be ignored. Bushra Ansari's character is written without a single human instinct toward her own daughter, and that is a false and damaging portrayal of womanhood. The daydream sequence was lazy and beneath this drama's standard. The introduction of a new male character as a love triangle device is the most predictable move this writer could have made at the most inappropriate moment. And the casting of Zainab Qayyum as Bushra Ansari's daughter simply does not work. And it wasted a scene that should have been deeply emotional. Shedai is still one of the most beautifully shot, most warmly performed dramas on air right now, but these three episodes showed that even the best dramas need to be more careful with their choices. Written by Saklan Abbas, directed by Ali Faizan, starring Feroz Khan, Seher Hashmi, Bushra Ansari, Tawseek Haider and Zainab Qayyum. If these three episodes made you feel even half of what I felt watching them, you already know what to do. Give this review a like because it genuinely helps Frame and Feeling grow and reach more people who love Pakistani dramas the way I do. If you are watching from abroad and you have been looking for honest English reviews of Pakistani dramas, subscribe right now because this channel is made for you. And please tell me in the comments, did Seher Hashmi make you cry too? Which moment hit you the hardest? I want to know everything. Until next time, take care of yourselves. Allah Hafiz.